Hello everybody, Maven here, and I've farmed every Rake Angle god roll, so you don't have to. As you know, the Rake Angle is the first ever kinetic slot glaive, which is very unique. It's the weekly adept right now from the Grandmaster Nightfall, which is Lightblade, by the way, a pretty easy GM to farm, I'd say, and it's also double loot right now, so it's definitely something you're going to want to farm. With a competent team, you can easily farm out 12-minute runs. I farmed out about 30 to 40 runs, and I obtained every Rake Angle god roll you might be curious about, and in this video, we're going to test them all, so you can know exactly which one you want to go for. So let's break it down. Hope you enjoy. So let's begin by going over the Rake Angle's perks. In the first column, it gets Rhyme Sealer, Replenishing Aegis, Overflow, Impulse Amplifier, Lead from Gold, and Pugilist. In the right side column gets Chill Clip, Close to Melee, Surrounded, Vorpal Weapon, Unstoppable Force, and Swashbuckler. So as you can see here, we got a lot of rolls to try out, so we're going to start off with the perk Surrounded. When you are near 3 or more targets, you get a 40% damage buff, 47% if you enhance it. So first, for reference, our base glaive melee damage is just over 20k, and when I go activate Surrounded, our base glaive melee damage remains unchanged. Damage perks on glaives do not affect glaive melee damage, they only affect the projectile, unfortunately. And as you can see, our base projectile does a little over 40k, and when we activate Surrounded, it goes up to 59k, and it would surely be over 60k if we enhanced it. And that's some pretty solid burst damage. In most activities that you would even consider using a glaive, likely you'll be surrounded most of the time, so it's not bad. Next up is Swashbuckler, and it's on the same boat as Surrounded. It gives you a 33.3% damage buff at 5 stacks and grants max stacks instantly upon getting a melee kill, and yes, that does include a glaive melee kill. So as you can see, we go poke and add and instantly proc Swash times 5, which is awesome, but just like Surrounded, the Swash damage only applies to the glaive projectile and not the glaive melee. One could argue that Swash is better than Surrounded because the perk conditions are far less harsh, but it depends on your own perspective. Now, one perk that actually does work on your glaive melee is Close to Melee appropriately. Not gonna lie, this perk is kinda overpowered for glaives, seeing as how it's extremely easy to proc and maintain, and the payoff is massive. So you can proc it simply by getting a kill with the projectile, and for doing so, you get a 30% glaive melee damage buff for 10 seconds, and that timer is refreshed on final blows. It's pretty nasty. Our glaive did 20k at base, but with Close to Melee, it does 26k, which is a nice little chunk of extra damage and DPS, and you can easily keep this buff up forever, and if you do lose it, it's effortless to proc it again. So you really can't go wrong with Close to Melee, but you gotta ask yourself if you'd rather have boosted glaive melee damage or projectile damage, which do you value more as a glaive player? Now, before we go over our final perk in the right column, let's first give an honorable mention for PvP. So the god roll is Impulse Amplifier and Unstoppable Force. The glaive really has no other options for PvP. This is the definitive god roll. Mine has maxed out range, but you should go for max handling parts with Swap Mag if possible. Now moving on to our last perk for PvE in the right column, which is Chill Clip. And in my opinion, I saved the best for last. On the top half of the mag, your shots cause a slowing burst. I'll just let some clips play out while I talk about it. So shots will make a slowing burst, and the radius is pretty generous. I don't know the exact range of the burst, but it feels like it's about 5 to 7 meters around the target. And 2 shots will indeed freeze everything that was affected by the slow. And in the background gameplay, you can see exactly why this is so good. It's because it causes these shattering detonations and basically deletes every trash mob in the vicinity. And in my opinion, every ad clear weapon you run must have a collateral perk on it. If you want to be efficient at ad clear, you need to be able to kill multiple ads at the same time. And Chill Clip is the only perk on Rake Angle that allows you to do that. And on top of that, Chill Clip allows you to stun overload champions in 1 shot and stun unstoppable champions in 2 shots. So it has excellent utility and will be a great pick for Grandmasters with overloads. Seriously, don't underestimate glaives and GMs. Blocking with glaives gives you an insane resistance and allows you to tank things almost to stronghold levels. So there's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. Chill Clip is the best perk in the right column, despite there being plenty of great options like Swash, Surrounded, and Close to Melee. But what do we want to use in the left column to pair along with that? Well, there are a lot of options, but let's start by knocking out about Rhyme Stealer because I know some people will be curious about it, but I'm sorry to tell you that it sucks. Rhyme Stealer says that shattering a stasis crystal or defeating a frozen target will grant you frost armor, but as you can see in this clip here, you don't get frost armor if you shatter something with your glaive melee. It's similar to the damage-based perks in that it will only work with projectiles. And honestly, that's a waste of ammo just for one stack of frost armor. There are better ways to go about getting frost armor, so in my opinion, this isn't worth it. Next up, we got Lead from Gold, which is always an S tier option on any weapon wherever it's available. You can never really complain about getting free ammo. So it grants free ammo when you pick up a heavy brick, so you can just slap on a heavy ammo finder mod on your helmet and you're good to go. So as you can see here, when I walk over a heavy brick, I get 6 free ammo for my glaive. And when I walk over a real special brick, I get granted 8 ammo for my glaive. So Lead from Gold nearly just gave me an entire special brick for free, but it will give you even more if you enhance it, which I didn't test out, but I would assume it would be the same thing as actually collecting a special brick. But the downside of running Lead from Gold is that you need to reload manually, which when paired with Chill Clip especially, it's pretty sluggish, but something that's not sluggish is Overflow. Overflow will double your mag size when you walk over a special or heavy ammo brick. Now this perk has amazing synergy with Chill Clip for obvious reasons. So when you run an Adept backup mag, it will give you up to 6 in the magazine, making it so when you walk over an ammo brick, it will put you up to 12 or 13 in the mag. And when you enhance Overflow, it can put you up to 14 in the mag, but if you happen to have an extended mag perk and pair that along with an Adept backup mag, you can reach 7 in the mag, meaning you can overflow to 14 or 15 in the mag, but you can reach 16 if you have enhanced Overflow. And just for science, I wasted my materials to enhance Overflow here, just so you can see the proof. I walk over a brick and boom, 16 in the mag. And the reason this is such great synergy with Chill Clip is because Chill Clip will be active for 13 out of your 16 shots in the mag, so you can spam those freezy shots all day long. But then you might be like, what if I run out of ammo? That seems like a huge ammo commitment. Well, first of all, glaives are more ammo efficient than you might think. Secondly, I would recommend running a reserve mod or two when you're running a glaive. At base, the Rake Angle can hold 24 ammo, which is already pretty good, but it can hold 28 with 1 reserve mod and 31 with 2 reserve mods, which is a lot. And on top of that, you can do what I'm doing in the background gameplay and run the infinite special ammo setup, which consists of charged up on your chest, stacks on stacks on your boots, and special ammo finisher on your class item. All you have to do is make orbs, which is extremely easy via stasis siphon on your helmet, so you get double kills with your Rake Angle and it'll make an orb. You only need 2 orbs to reach a max armor charge, then you just perform a finisher on something and generate a free brick of special, and it will automatically overflow your mag, and you can see me doing that in the background gameplay. Whenever you see my mag getting low, or whenever I just have the opportunity to, I go perform a finisher, get a free brick, a free overflow, and I never have to reload, and I got Chill Clip going forever. Now this is just base overflow, non-enhanced, with only 6 in the mag, so as you can see I'm only going up to 12 in the mag. But if you farm for the absolute god roll of overflow Chill Clip with extended mag and you enhance it, then these finishers will put you up to 16 in the mag and the weapon would be a lot more efficient. This is a nasty combo, and it's actually really easy to keep it up and have infinite special. And a shameless side plug, but if you want the build I'm using in the background gameplay, it's a Mask of Fealty build, and I recently did a build video on it, and I'll link it in the top right corner and also in the description if you'd like to check it out. Anyways, is Overflow Chill Clip the absolute god roll? Most would say yes, but there is one more role that we need to address here, and that is replenishing Aegis with Chill Clip. Replenishing Aegis says that blocking damage with your glaive shield will reload 1 ammo back into the mag, and this perk only has a 1-second cooldown, and it's even faster if you enhance it. Now here's some background gameplay so you can see exactly why it has perfect synergy with Chill Clip. You can just walk around with your glaive shield held up and have that pseudo god mode and just fire Chill Clip shots all day long, and as enemies shoot your glaive shield, they're constantly refilling your magazine so you never run out of Chill Clip. This is honestly kind of disgusting, and this is my personal god roll. I think it's going to be amazing for Grandmasters where enemies are a lot more aggro, and replenishing Aegis is going to be proccing non-stop. But when it comes to easy content, one would say Overflow is better because you might be destroying mobs so hard that nothing has a chance to even shoot you, so therefore replenishing Aegis won't proc. It really depends on the kind of content you're doing, But I want it just for the GM tech for stunning Overload and Unstoppable champions, and in GMs, you're pretty much always going to have your Glaive Shield up and exclusively use your projectiles, and you're rarely ever going to melee with it. So for that kind of content, this God roll is perfect. In the background gameplay though, obviously I'm using that Overflow Chill Clip roll, but I will be farming the GM all weekend to try to get that replenishing Chill Clip roll with an extended mag. Guys, extended mag is everything. Appended will not work. You need extended mag paired with a depth backup mag to achieve that 7 in the magazine, and it will make Chill Clip a heck of a lot better, trust me. But one would argue that that's BS, because whether you have 6 or 7 in the mag, you will always have 4 Chill Clip shots available to you. But it's still nice to have that 1 extra shot in the mag regardless, just for damage output potential. It could come in handy against tankier targets. So that's going to do for this one, guys. Which Rake Angle God roll are you going to be farming for? Let me know in the comments. And if there's any potential God roll that I may have missed, feel free to let me know as well. Thank you so much for watching the video. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, be sure to drop a like and subscribe if you're new. Would love to have you here for more. And I'll catch you in the next video. See you later.